Hello everybody. Today is the 25th of May, 2022, and that means that it has been 3 years since we purchased our 2019 Toyota RAV4 LE. This is our third Toyota RAV4. We had a 2014 LE, a 2016 LE, and this is a 2019 LE. The significance of this video is that the lease is up. We leased it for 3 years, and one big update is we officially bought it. We now own this car outright. We were thinking about listing it because of how the market is right now, but we don't know yet. But yeah, we've owned it for 3 years. It's in pretty good shape and it's pretty low mileage. So let's take a look at it. It is in, I believe, the ruby red flare or ruby red pearl color. We'll have to check the window sticker. You can see here it is riding on the original tires. These are Michelin 225/65 R17s, so 17-inch with the steel wheels and the hubcaps, which is kind of interesting to see. 2019. Toyotas typically put Michelin. They're pretty good about that. They take care of you, you know. I must say it is pretty good looking. You see a lot of these, but at the time we bought this, the 2019s were just coming out. This was a new body style. So we were kind of the first of a lot of people in our town to have one of these. And even though it's a base model, it's still kind of cool. Dual exhaust. It's a much better look than the 2016 had. It's a lot more SUV looking than car looking. And even for an LE, it's pretty well equipped for being a base model. This is pretty much an absolute base model. So yeah, show you here. Here are the keys. Both of the originals. This is the one that, no, this is the one I think, yeah, that we typically use, because you can see how it's kind of bending there versus the one we don't use that's not. Pretty simple key though. Fog light cutouts there. So we'll go inside. It's got the mirror flashers too. You can see it's a black cloth interior, and it is a little beat up. We use it like a truck, so yeah, because this is the closest thing we have to a truck. Being that I have a Monte Carlo and my father has a Jetta. We've owned this car since it had about 10 miles on it, and it currently has 22,625, so pretty low mileage for a 2019, since the pandemic made us drive less. Anyways, go ahead and start it up. All right, let's go ahead and start it up. As you can see, it starts right up and the gauges come on. Pretty typical Japanese horn, very direct. So we'll go ahead and turn on the headlights. It's got daytime running lights. We will, just turn the flashers on, and we will pop the hood. All the windows are fully automatic down and up. And we'll take a look at the lights. Mirror flashers. Has LED headlights, as you can see here. Very bright, and then halogen turn signals. Around the back, we do have LED brake lights with halogen turn signals and LED, I believe LED reverse lights. No, maybe not. I don't think they're LED reverse lights, actually. Show you the brights. Oops. I always forget because... Oh, I gotta do that. What that button does is this car has a feature where if you turn this on, it'll sense if there's a car within a certain distance of you at night, and it will automatically turn the brights on and off to accommodate, so you don't have to keep turning them on and off. So the brights, which are very bright, as you can see, yeah, it's a pretty cool feature. We tend to leave it on, but obviously it's not going to come on now because it sees the garage door. And then you can see the difference here between the daytime running lights and the high beams. Turn this, well, we can leave it on. It's not going to hurt anything. Let's take a look at this engine. Oops, I missed it. I'm going to have to put the prop rod in. All right, there we go. This is a 2.5 liter 4-cylinder engine. Makes 203 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque. Fuel economy is somewhere in the ballpark of 26 city, 35 highway, which is very respectable. Very good engine. We've never had a single issue with this engine. It's been excellent. Everything's very well laid out in Toyota fashion, obviously. I do wish that it had a strut, though, instead of a prop rod, because in 2019, there's no reason not to have a strut, and then it just mounts to the hood, which is really annoying, but yeah, very good engine. Being that my 1995 model year car has a hood strut, it'd be nice to see. So let's hop inside and take a look at the interior features. Starting over here, we have the window switches, window lock, lock and unlock, mirror controls. That's the head or the bright button. This is the gauge dimmer, a vent here, little turn signal stock. Actually need to leave that on for the automatic to work. Headlights, of course, and you can see everything gets brighter and dimmer. Little tray here. A gauge cluster, very easy to read. Got a little screen in the middle there that shows various things. You can make it show different things as well. You know, different stuff, and then back to there, and then you can go through a bunch of different menus and stuff. All the safety stuff. Say you had low washer fluid, it would pop up there. Gas gauge, you know, everything's super easy to read. I find it funny that the 140 is sideways, though. Yeah. See the infotainment screen here. There's way too much for me to possibly show you, but pretty much, you know, turn the radio on. Very good stereo. You know, audio with the presets. You got map, which is gonna... It has Apple CarPlay as well and Android Auto. There's all the apps. Way too much for me to go over in this video, but it's a very well put out system. I've been in a lot of modern cars that aren't as smooth as this. Toyota did good with this. It is a little awkward that it's just stuck here, though, because now if you break this, then you can't really put in an aftermarket radio. Vents, hazard button, of course. Climate controls, which the XLE models and above have buttons here, and then stuff here, but it's very simple to operate. It's digital. There's a bit of a delay, though. Turn it on, adjust the zones. Front, rear, AC max, temperature. It's not dual zone. The XLE has dual zone. Traction control off. This is where the heated seat buttons would be, or maybe they're there, I don't know. Cigarette lighter, as well as a USB and an aux. Here you have the electronic parking brake, which you can hear activate. Interestingly enough, if you put it in drive and then press the gas pedal, it deactivates. And there's also a setting that this comes with on from the factory, which I'll show you here. This is nice, I guess, if you wanted. But basically, now what happens is every time you shift out of park, it goes off, and every time you shift into park, it goes on. And then you deactivate it just like this, holding it down. Some people might like that, but I don't really find it that useful. The hold button, which basically means when you're at a stoplight and you're in drive, you can press this and then you can take your foot off the brake and the car won't move. Eco, normal, sport. The adventure button would be here if you had the adventure model, but we don't. Then the transmission here, which you can see, this is an 8-speed automatic. You can see it's got a backup camera there. The lines don't move though, like some cars. And then it has the manual shift, which interestingly, if you hold it up, it goes all the way to 8. Don't know why. And then it's got the thing here, and the doors lock and unlock. Yeah, very good transmission. No issues with it whatsoever. Cup holders down here. Pretty deep center console. Here's the window sticker, which we'll take a look at. Right here. Fuel economy. Here's the info. Gives you all the info up there, you know, 25,000 MSRP and then 27,339, I think is what it says, with destination. We got it from Spartan Toyota. What else? The seats are all manual. Forgot to show that. You could get power ones, but these ones are manual. You got the height adjustment, back adjustment. There's no lumbar, and then just the bar under here. We'll rev the engine here. a very burly sounding engine for being a little 4-cylinder. And it is an electronic pedal, as you could tell. Yeah, it's pretty much all there is to show. I guess we can look at this. There's the sun visor. Mirror right here with the dimming. Lights. The SOS button, which you don't press. Glasses holder, the mirror again. Garage door clicker is right there for some reason, because for some reason my mom wants it over there instead of over here. This is my mom's car, if I didn't mention. Yeah, I think that's all there is to show up here, so we'll close this and take a look at the back seat. Speakers and stuff. And if the door was closed, it would show you how long the car's been running for, but it doesn't. Oh yeah, one other thing I want to show you real quick. I don't know if all Toyotas do this, but this one does. Watch the car when I turn the key off and on. I don't know why it does that, but my mom's last car did that too. I'll do it one more time. It's probably not good for it though. You flick the key off and on, the car comes back on. Oh, it didn't do it that time. Well, you saw what I meant. It's a very weird thing that this car does. Yeah, and you can see the steering wheel is tilting and telescoping. I tend to leave it about right there. You can see the controls. You got all the cruise. This has adaptive cruise, everything. It'll slow down, speed up for you. That is one thing I like about this car, as opposed to my car, even though I like old cars. I love that adaptive cruise. It is absolutely amazing. All the voice-to-speech stuff. Fuel cap release. So, the other models had the fuel cap release down here. I don't like how they moved it up here, because just today I was at the gas station and I did this instead of doing this. And I know there's a bump, but, you know, why couldn't they have kept what works? That's Toyota's motto, keep doing what works, but they didn't there. Here's the fuel door, giant-ass fuel door. Takes unleaded, obviously. Back door. So back here it's a little beat up because we use it like a truck. But as you can see with the seat positioned where I would sit, and we have adjustable headrests and adjustable seat belts. Position where I would sit, there is plenty of leg room back here. This seat is all the way back, and even then there's quite a bit of leg room. You're not going to have any trouble back here. Got the power outlet, a little storage cubby, which would be vents in a higher end model. A seat pocket, a little cup holder here. Hop out. Child safety locks right here. The seats fold down and recline, as you can see. And they fold down into pieces. This does not come down, though, sadly. And then seat belt, obviously. So we'll take a look at the trunk. Very big trunk for a compact SUV. Very good size. Little storage here, which you can undo if you really wanted to. Light, carpet. This is the under layer, and then when you pull this up, you can see the donut, which we've never used, the jack, and then the sunshade, which mounts right there. Pretty easy to maneuver, do all that. No power trunk, of course, being an LE, but the trunk isn't that hard to close anyway. Here's the other side. Again, this seat is all the way back, and there's still some legroom, more than my father's Jetta has, but, you know, it's not a ton. At least you can still move your legs around a little. Again, I'm 5'8", so that's a good measure. Pretty average. I'm a pretty average-sized male, but whatever. Oh, there's the window sticker again. Over here, the mirrors, which are gigantic. And it has the blind spot thing, as you can see. I'm gonna warn you, this might be messy. Well, you can see the manual there and all the literature, and then just, you know, comes with a bunch of books. Not locking tray here. That's what it looks like. So yeah, that is a tour and startup of the 2019 Toyota RAV4 LE. Now, what do you say we take a drive? All right, let's do some driving. Well, there you go. That is a drive in the 2019 Toyota RAV4. Well, there you have it. That is a full tour and drive on the 3-year anniversary of us buying this 2019 Toyota RAV4 LE. Thank you for watching. Feel free to subscribe and click like if you like what you see, and follow me on the web, wix.com/theelevatorworld/fans. Bye-bye.